Hello, welcome to Pike Creek Farm. I thought I'd bring you along just for my Saturday, what I'm doing. We haven't had breakfast yet. The sun, and I don't want to complain about the sun. Let's see, what is making that glare? That's some better. Ellie thinks it's, she loves the sun reflections. We haven't had breakfast yet, so it's gonna be brunch. I took out some sausage to thaw quick, and I have some grand muffins that I used part for dinner last night. I changed my menu plan. I don't know why. I did a casserole with hot dogs, bacon, onions, peppers that I sauteed up, and then I added beans and Worcestershire and mustard ketchup, a barbecue sauce, and baked it, and then cut up biscuits on top and some cheese in a cast iron pan, and it was really good. It was easy and quick. I was gonna do homemade pizza and I just didn't have it in me to do that. And those biscuits needed to be used up. So there's a couple left that I'm gonna bake. And I'm gonna cook up the sausage patty into patties. And we have 3 eggs. I gotta go to the store and get more eggs. My chickens are all molting, and we had one die, and so we are down in egg numbers right now. It always happens this time of year. It's just part of chicken life. So I need to go buy some eggs. I'm gonna cut this into some patties and get it cooking on the stove just to make some quick breakfast sandwiches, and the extra patties I can put back in the freezer to pull out for quick breakfast. That was Missy drinking. Dogs. So I'm just gonna get the sausage on cooking. I got the pan on. The extra patties that we don't use, I can put in the freezer once they're cooked and take them out for quick breakfast. Or I'd like to make some English muffins, and then I could do make-ahead breakfast sandwiches too. I don't know if I said, this is pork from a local meat place over the next town over, and we really enjoy it. It's seasoned just perfectly. Okay, so I'm gonna just let these cook. I'm gonna go wash my hands, clean up this mess, and then I'm gonna empty my dishwasher, put dishes in. Nothing you really need to wash. That's not too exciting. I am getting the sausage nice and browned and all the way cooked because I like them when they have that crust. Here's the biscuits. They didn't rise great because they'd been in the refrigerator, so I flipped them over to brown them. And now I'm cooking the onions, and I have some Kraft American cheese, not the ones wrapped in plastic, but the deli ones. They melt better, I think. And so I'm going to put sausage patty and a half on each one, and then the egg, and then the other half of the bun, the biscuit. And I'm going to wrap them in foil, and that way they stays nice and warm, and they can just be grabbed when everyone wants to eat. It's just Jim and myself today, but there's going to be 3 of them, and I don't know if he'll actually eat 3. So here it is. I'm taking a bite of mine, and it was really good and very, very filling. And we were both busy cleaning. Here Jim is getting the mudroom all vacuumed, and he was helping me all along. I'm doing dishes and teamwork. Okay, I have the ham bone. I have 2 bay leaves, I have celery leaves, I have part of an onion, and 2 cloves of garlic and pepper. I'm not going to add salt at this point, and I might add some bouillon, but first I'm going to let this cook down and see how to flavor it, and then I'll add my peas, my vegetables, and all the seasonings and let it cook. But first it's just making this base broth, and this is how I always start out. Ran to the store, picked up a few things like eggs. Oh, be glad when my chickens are laying steady. And this is the broth. I'm gonna let it cook a while longer, let more flavor come out from the bones. But you can see it is getting some substance to it, some flavor. I added in a cup of the starter, and then I fed my starter. If you don't have starter, I would add buttermilk, you know, even milk that you add lemon juice to, or some Greek yogurt, or some sour cream, just to get that tanginess. It's kind of dark here. Let me put you on this side. Oh, that's better. So now we just need to add the rest of the stuff and mix it up. That was 3 bananas mashed up. Now we're going to add 3 eggs. This will make 2 loaves. One cup of oil. One cup of sugar. Teaspoon of vanilla. I just put a capful in. And I'm gonna mix this stuff up. Just get this mixed up some. Get some of the big, if there's any bigger lumps of banana, mash that up. Now we're gonna just add the dry ingredients right into this. This is optional, but you can add 1 or 2 packages of instant pudding. I have 1 banana and 1 vanilla. A garbage bowl. I'm going to add half of a dropper of caramel flavoring. This is the one I'm using. Ah, there it is. And I will put the discount code down below. 2 cups of flour. And then I need to add baking powder and baking soda. teaspoon of baking powder. Half a teaspoon of soda. And about a quarter teaspoon of salt. Kind of a pinch. We're just going to mix this up. If you want to add nuts, you can add nuts. You can add chocolate chips. Let's see, you could add cranberries, dried cranberries. You could add peanut butter chips or caramel chips, pecans, walnuts. If you wanted to add cinnamon, you could do that. We kind of just like the banana flavor to shine, and then that caramel just gives it a little bit of a richness. I'm going to switch to this so I make sure I'm getting the bottom. If you wanted to use a hand mixer, you could, but you really don't need to do a quick bread. And this looks mixed fine. Going to spray silicone pans. You can use whatever cake pans you want. You could even do like mini loaves. Then we're going to just divide this between the two. Now sometimes most times when I do these breads with the Amish Friendship, I will dust the pans with like cinnamon sugar or cocoa, or this time I didn't. I just wanted more a traditional banana bread. That's what Jim requested. This looks ready to me. I'm going to strain it and get all those bits and pieces out, and then I will add back in, I will put in the split peas and let them start cooking. Then I'll add in meat, celery, potato, carrots, and then the seasonings. We have bulk split peas. Make sure to rinse the split peas and sort through them before you add them in. But they don't need pre-soaking. It isn't like navy beans or black beans. And now I'm going to start making our bread for the week. This will make 2 loaves, and I am using Amish Friendship bread starter, and I have a video for this. And here is the soup with the peas in it. I'm going to let them cook until they're slightly softened, not until they're finished all the way, and then I will add in everything else. And the yeast has bloomed, so now it's ready for me to add in all the dry ingredients to make the bread. And here is the soup after I've added in the carrots, the onion, the ham, the potatoes, and I add thyme and a little bit of garlic. And I don't add much salt. I do add black pepper. It's pretty simple, but it really melds together well, everything. And here's the bread rising. It's almost ready. It has about 20 more minutes. I'm getting the pan ready where I put the cornmeal on it. And here I have made the 2 loaves, and they have to do a second rise now. The banana bread is out. It is nice and crusty. It really made very oversized loaves, so I could have probably made 3 smaller loaves very easily. And it is so good. It's good. Next time I will cut back on the amount of oil that the recipe called for. I've made it more than once, and I would go back to like 2/3. Here is the bread out of the oven and cooling. And here's the soup ready to be served up. And oh, yum, yum, yum. I know some people don't like the color, but we enjoy it so much. And with a slice of this bread with butter, it will be amazing. I am looking forward to it. Hello. Well, this is not the day I made the soup, but a couple of days later. And I'm having lunch, some leftover soup, and some bread. But I wanted to thank everyone for watching and joining me for my day, for my vlog. It's something different for me, but I can bring you along for more days too if you want to see what I do on a typical Saturday around here like I did. Coming up, I'm going to be canning cranberry juice and cranberry sauce, and we have some other fun stuff too, cookies. But I just wanted everyone to know I appreciated you stopping in for the day and joining me, and we'll see you next time at Pike Creek Farm.